What's up, guys? Got my little toy here. Really fun stuff. Inside of a song that I recently wrote during some downtime while I was working today. About to get into a live stream of Octane a little bit later. But first, I figure I will do some of this. Excuse my pauses. I was just listening out to make sure that my 2-year-old isn't waking up and crying on me. But let's get started here. I've got my bare bones track here. And then I might as well do a save as. Trouble 2. Got an auto namer, and I absolutely love it. I'm just going to make myself a second version of this. Yeah, check that out. It's got games. Now that I saved this, I might as well try and play this real quick just because it's hilarious. So I've got NES ROMs loaded up here. All types of fun stuff. Marble Madness. Let's see if that works. And Mega Man 2. Maybe a little more fun to watch than Marble Madness. And I'll probably lose a little less, but maybe not. So we will select that. Start it up. They randomly added this as a firmware update. It's pretty hilarious. Yeah, it works. A little over bright. Sorry about that. The fact that they added an NES ROM on here, or ROM player. Oh, way too bright. Sorry, guys. Maybe a little loud too. I don't know. So yeah, it works. You have to do a hard reset of the machine to be able to get out of that, but it's not the worst thing in the world. That was interesting. Just tried opening as a file on my computer. Not sure what that's about. Here we are inside of, is this Chubby 2? File. Trouble 2. So without further ado, let's hit play on this. I'll share this in a stream or two before I get started too much, but let's just listen to what I got here. Play song. Yeah. I made that little jam, just trying to flesh it out. You can actually export the track itself, which is really sweet. Export. You can export the full song. You can export it as stems. Each pattern is stems. And I don't really know what the IT thing is. I think that's just for saving things that can get loaded up on another Polyend tracker. That's probably what that's for. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't read the manual as much as I probably should, but I've just been playing with this thing every single chance that I get. It's just way too fun. So I might as well start something new. That last one's saved, so I'm good. Don't need to save any changes to it. Don't save. So my favorite feature of the Polyend tracker, and honestly a big kicker as to why I pulled the trigger and picked it up, is the sample recorder here. If I hit it again, it's got a radio built in. And this will actually get my stream pulled really quickly just because it plays stuff off the radio, but I can try to sample something real quick and hopefully not trigger something. So let's just see.
And it was a happy.
Yeah, talking is always good. I like talk radio because I can just get random phrases. And apparently it's using...
Well, fell to the control
There
of
we go.
Taliban. When the Taliban took control of Kabul, I was in shock for 3 days. I was not able to eat or drink. I cried a lot and was listening to the news, hoping it was a dream I'm seeing.
I'm in a wall.
Kind of depressing,
Kabul
but...
garden to meet Jamshid Roshangar.
So this is a little glitch that I've been dealing with. I'm not sure what causes this, but it doesn't carry over into the actual sample that's saved. But every now and then when I go to use the FM and I record something and I listen to the preview,
To meet
it sounds all blown out. I'm not sure what that's about. Let's go back into the recorder, cancel this.
I didn't want them to stay
Yeah, I don't
here
really
in
know what's up with that.
Afghanistan forever. But what
You can turn off the monitor, that's not terrible, right?
responsible?
for life.
Oh, that had to be 20 rows up into the left field seats. Number 21 for Bobby Dahlbeck, and the Red Sox are on the board. It's 4-1 for.
Yeah, there's no reason for it to be blowing out like that. That's let's try restarting and see if I can make that not happen. Do you want to continue? Yeah. Shut it down. Try starting it back up, and maybe it won't have that weird problem. And it is weird. There's still glitches that they're working out, and you know, I can probably do a bug report, and maybe that's something that can get patched out. But if we go into sample recorder again,
Absolutely scorching. Here's a look at what's on deck, brought to you by TimberTech. Here's a look at
there we go. See, for whatever reason, all I had to do was restart the machine, and now it works fine. So this is a standalone tracker. If you guys don't know what a tracker is, it's an old school way of making music that's kind of awkward and weird because it's like a top-down. Do you want to continue? No, I'll try to crop this, and then I'll show.
Here's a look at what's on deck, here's a look at what's on deck, brought to you by TimberTech. Here's a look at what's on deck, brought to you by TimberTech. Here's a look at what's on. Here's a look at what's on deck. Here's a look at what's on deck. Here's a look at what's on deck.
Look at what's on deck. So there's a big jog wheel. It's kind of hard to see here because of the way that I've got the camera. But it's so handy. It's just like some people don't like it. I like it. Let's see.
Here's a look at what's on deck. Here's a look at what's on deck.
Here's a look at what's on deck. So I'll save that. Actually cancel.
Here's a look at what's on deck.
I gotta crop it.
Here's a look at what's on deck. Here's a look at what's on deck.
Pretty handy. Save it. Auto name. I can just might as well call it on deck, right? On no. Whatever, I'm not really concerned about it. And we can save it and load it. And it's preloaded now. Hit the preview.
Here's a look at what's on deck. Here's a look at what's on deck.
I can load up some other stuff that makes a little more sense. Got a bunch of samples that I've done here. Got some drums. Why not? Let's see what I got in my folder. It takes a moment to load up. If you're in the chat, say hey, say what up. All these things, let's... Interesting. I'll add that. Why not? Add next. Such a good song. Oh man, I haven't heard that in a minute. Might as well. Add next.
Now get your ass on the dance floor and move it.
Some of these don't work off the...
Fast speed, dog feed.
A little higher up. Add next. Aw, I wanted it to work. Put both of those in there because that's kind of cool. So my favorite thing about this device is how much it encourages improvisation. You can go in with an idea and really kind of try and flesh it out that way, but you have a lot more fun when you just do random shit. Add in a bunch of stuff.
Jersey motherfuckers.
I think that's enough to get started with, and then if I feel like I'm not getting what I need, I can come back and add as much as I want. There are 48 sample slots on here, which is super handy. That's just so much content to mess with. Let's see, we'll go into my pattern, and now if I hold pattern, do that, boop, get everything to show up at once. And within the recorder, you can turn off if it's armed for live record, which is great. That way, if you do live record something by doing the click track, then it won't auto-populate all of these different tracks. So there's 8 tracks on the Polyend, and it honestly, with what you can do with sample flipping and everything, it's like having more than 8, but you just consider it 8. So I will add in an instrument, go to our 808 and start with the kick. Why not? If I go to instrument parameters, sample editor, yeah, I might want to do that. So we'll change the start. A little earlier. So as you can see, it's just a pitch sample. An interesting thing about it is that you can do a lot of secondary stuff to it. Add some overdrive, bring down the bit depth on it. Immediately gets very hard style sounding. Instrument parameters. To the volume. You can turn down the sustain and the release and bring up the decay. The release should be on, huh? Oh, you know it, buddy. Is that fancy little thing I was talking about? Dreaming and dreaming. So go into my pattern now. The Step is set to 1. Let's just hit play. C5. If I set the steps to 4, it'll save me some trubs. Hit play. Parameters here. There you go, a little better. I'll get annoying real quick. Might as well do every other, right? Set it to 8. Let's do delete, 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 delete. Okay. Add a little snare in there somewhere. How are we gonna do that?
Here's a look at what's on deck. 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 Here's a look
That's
at
this
what's
one.
on deck. Here's a look at what's on deck. Here's a look. 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 Here's a look.
So one of my quickest ways to get a beat is by adding hi-hats and kind of doing the rest of my work on top of that. So I can do that real quick by going into my sample loader. Go back home. See what's in the drummies. Kicks. Oh, my little one's crying, of course. Oh. There we go. Oh, gonna have to drop the stream because I got a crying baby. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted. Sorry guys. Good chilling with you, as short as it was.